What's up, YouTubers? This is your boy Big Metroid Fan 12 coming to you with another video game review. And in this review, I'm going to talk about the game The Amazing Spider-Man Web of Fire, which was released on the Sega 32X by Sega and BlueSky software. And this game is pretty much based off the Spider-Man comic book series. And the plot of the game is that the terrorist group called Hydra um, has taken New York City hostage by using some generators to create a giant electrical grid to trap the New York City citizens and stuff. Plus, Hydra hired members of the new enforcers to guard each of the generators and stuff. So Spider-Man is on a mission to stop the new enforcers, Hydra, and destroy these generators to save the city and stuff. Now the game has 6 stages in it, where Spider-Man pretty much goes to different sections of New York City to destroy the generators and take out the members of the new enforcers. Now the members of the new enforcers who are guarding the generators are Dragon Man, the Eel, Thermite, Blitz, and Super Adaptoid, who all consist of the outer members of the enforcers and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But the regular enemies are pretty much consist of cookie cutter enemies like some low key super villains, if you want to call them that, and some androids and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Now, I think it's at the midway point of the first stage where you pretty much rescue Daredevil, and he can help you out if you collect a certain number of Daredevil tokens and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And like the combat system for the Amazing Spider-Man Web of Fire consists of Spider-Man doing kicks, jumps, and jump kicks and stuff like that. You can also use the web to trap enemies to attack them, and of course, of web slinging and stuff like that. Now, the only items you will find in the game are health pickups and web refills. And one thing about it is that there's a lot of where refills and health pickups throughout the course of the game. So that means that it will be like a big time shocker if you die like die a lot within the game and run out of web like pretty consistently. You know what I'm saying? Considering the abundance of both items and stuff like that and everything. Now, it is worth noting that back when this game was released for the Sega 32X, Sega did announce that they pretty much announced they were going to stop making the 32X. You know what I'm saying? Because of that, a lot of the gaming magazines back then ended up ignoring the game at all. And the ones who did mentioned it, it was kind of like I guess a side note and stuff. And so because of that, Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man Web of Fire ended up being one of the most rare and expensive games that was ever made. You know what I'm saying? Because of what because Sega's announcement back during I think it was like 96, 97, with somewhere in there when they announced that they were going to stop making Sega 32X and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I did like kind of check. I did check the Amazon website yesterday to check on the prices of the Amazing Spider-Man Web of Fire, and it seemed like the most expensive copy of it is close to $800, which is a new copy of it, and used copies are slightly over 550. You know what I'm saying? Now the graphics and design for the Amazing Spider-Man Web of Fire are pretty decent with some okay color palettes, but they haven't aged well in my opinion. Now the gameplay and controls are actually to me the best aspect of the game because of the product combat system and web slinging and stuff are pretty fluent and responsive. You know what I'm saying? Not like compared to say like Super Metroid or something or Super Mario World, but it is pretty good in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Now the soundtrack for the Amazing Spider-Man Web of Fire is pretty decent, but it's not like necessarily spectacular or impressive or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? At best, Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man Web of Fire is mediocre at best. It's not like the worst game ever. You know what I'm saying? It definitely like the worst Spider-Man game ever. You know what I'm saying? Um, it's kind of like but is this particular game worth owning? I was saying unless you're a video game collector and a Marvel fan, I was saying you're better off passing on this particular game. You know what I'm saying? Because of how rare and expensive it is for starters. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that it's not even the best Spider-Man game from a general standpoint. You know what I'm saying? There's better Spider-Man games out there. You know what I'm saying? As far as the score, I definitely give it a 6 out of 10, mainly because the graphics haven't aged well. You know what I'm saying? The soundtrack isn't necessarily impressive in my opinion. Good, but not impressive. You know what I'm saying? And with that being said, you can sound off in the comment section about the Amazing Spider-Man Web of Fire. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Is it like worth owning? You know what I'm saying? Is it good for for collecting video games and stuff? Just give your overall opinions about the Amazing Spider-Man's Web of Fire and everything. With that being said, if you like this video, don't hesitate to click the thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Hit that bell notification, like, share. You know what I'm saying? This is your boy, Big Metroid Fan 12, signing off.